Hello everyone, myself Vinod. Today I came with a new topic which is called projectile from a height. What is the concept name? Projectile from the height. So in this also we have different cases are there. So first we will see horizontal projectile motion. What is that? Horizontal projectile motion. So this is very important topic. So as of now we have discussed the concepts based on the projection from the earth surface we have seen, and now we'll see the projection from a height. So for that I am considering some height here. Say this is some tower or something. Say this is my tower from where I am throwing a stone or a particle. Okay, say this is my tower which is initially having a height h. From here I am throwing an object with horizontal velocity u. So as it is horizontal velocity, I am considering it is ux, and so that what happens, the particle will be moving like this and reaches the earth surface in this way. So now you can see here, initially the horizontal velocity is ux, but initially there is no vertical velocity, that is uy value is 0. And also here very important thing is the gravity is always acting downward direction. Okay, now wherever we see the horizontal velocity, that is ux, is constant. Why it is constant? Since there is no acceleration acting in the horizontal direction, and as the particle is moving towards the earth, its velocity increases. Which velocity increases means vertical velocity, that is uy. uy value is increases, and finally it reaches the earth surface, and here also my horizontal velocity will be ux, but my vertical velocity I am considering it as vy. So this is the concept. Here we need to find out, here my assumptions are, I wanted to find out what is the time taken by the particle to reach the earth surface, that is question number 1. Question number 1. And also I wanted to find out what is the maximum range, horizontal range. So this is nothing but what? Range. Range is nothing but the horizontal distance traveled by the particle from the foot of the tower to the point of the stone where it strikes the earth surface. We call it as a range. So that we have to calculate, and also we need to find out what is the velocity in the final case. What is the final velocity in the vertical direction we need to find out, and also we supposed to calculate what is the angle between them. So what is the angle between them we need to calculate. These are the assumptions we supposed to calculate. Now we'll see one by one. First we'll see what is the time taken by the particle to reach the earth surface, we'll see now. So that's what I am writing here, time taken by the particle. So to calculate the time taken by the particle to reach the earth surface, I am considering the motion in y direction. If I consider the motion, then we have a equation s is equals to ut plus half at square. Okay, here as it is a y direction motion, I am considering it as uy ay. So what is my sy value is nothing but h, as it is stone is reaching down, so that my height is acting downward direction, which is to be taken as minus h from the sign conventions. And what is the initial velocity here? Initial velocity in the vertical direction is 0. So 0 into something becomes 0 plus half into my acceleration is, as it is acting downward direction, we have to consider it as minus g. So minus g into t square. So finally it becomes minus h is equals to plus into minus half gt square. From here minus gets cancelled, and t square becomes 2h by g. From here t becomes root over 2h by g. This is the time taken by the particle to reach the earth surface. I hope this is clear to you. So my next one is, I wanted to find out what is the horizontal range, that is horizontal distance traveled by the particle when it reaches the earth surface from the bottom of the tower we need to calculate. So for that I hope this is clear. And next one is what? My formula I am writing here. We got the time formula as t is equals to root over 2h by g. Alright, so next one is horizontal range. Horizontal range is nothing but what? the horizontal distance covered by the particle. So as it is the horizontal range, let me consider the motion in x direction. If I consider the motion in x direction, we have an equation that is s is equals to ut plus half at square and sx ux ax, because I have considered the motion in x direction. So what is my sx here? My range. So that I am taking as capital R, which is equals to what is the velocity in horizontal direction? Let it be ux, because ux is constant everywhere and t is also same. So plus what is my ax? There is no acceleration in the horizontal direction. So my finally range becomes ux into t. So this is my range value, right? Range value is nothing but what? Horizontal distance, horizontal velocity into time taken. So that formula also I am writing here, that is ux into t. So this is a way to calculate horizontal range. And my third assumption, I would like to calculate final velocity. So final velocity is nothing but what? My vertical velocity after hitting the ground. So that is final velocity. So since initial velocity is constant everywhere, so we need to calculate final velocity. So for that I am considering a motion in y direction again. Y direction motion I am considering. So we have an equation for the final equation, that is v equals to u plus at. Since I am calculating it for y direction, so I am putting ay like this. So vy we are supposed to calculate. My vy becomes, what is the initial velocity in vertical direction? It is 0 plus what is the acceleration? This is minus g into t. So my vy becomes minus g into t. So here we got minus g, that means the particle is reaching the downward. So the minus indicates what? A particle is coming down. So that is the sign conventions. So my vy becomes gt, you can take, right? And one more assumption I would like to calculate here is, what is the angle between the final velocity and final horizontal velocity and initial horizontal velocity? We need to calculate. So for that, simply, so I am drawing here. So angle between them we need to calculate now. So angle. So same situation I am drawing. Say this is my ux here and this is my vy. We need to calculate this angle. So actually this is my velocity where I supposed to calculate. If I shift this vector this side, then it becomes vy. This is also becomes vy. From here tan theta can be written as vy by vx, opposite by adjacent. From here theta becomes what? Tan inverse vy by vx. So this is the angle between the two velocities. I hope this is clear. Now we'll see one problem so that it will be very clear. So what is the theta value also I am writing here, that is tan inverse of vy by vx, right? So now we'll do one problem based on this particular concept so that the concept will be very clear. Say this is my tower which is having a height, say this is my tower which is having a height 20 meters. Initially I am throwing a particle with a velocity 5 meter per second. So here we need to calculate everything. That means what is the horizontal range, what is the final velocity, what is the time taken by the particle to reach the ground, everything. So first we'll start from the beginning. The time taken by the particle to reach this particular point, we call it as formula we have, that is root over 2h by g, which is nothing but 2 into my h value is 20 by g value is 10 and it becomes root 4. Root 4 is nothing but plus r2 and finally my time becomes plus 2 seconds. So this is the time taken by the particle to reach the ground. And the second one is, what is the horizontal distance traveled by the particle? So to calculate horizontal distance traveled by the particle, it is simply ux into t, that is horizontal velocity into t. So my range becomes, what is the horizontal velocity? It is 5 meter per second. So 5 into 2, that is 10 meters. So my range becomes what here? 10 meters. And third one is, what is the final velocity? If I want to calculate the final velocity, then my final velocity in vertical direction becomes gt. So Vy becomes, actually minus g we have to consider, into 2, and it becomes what? Minus 20 meter per second. Here minus indicates what? Downward direction. Minus indicates downward direction. And finally we supposed to calculate what? Angle between them. So for that we have a formula, that is tan inverse of Vy by Vx, and theta equals to tan inverse of, so what is my Vy here? 20 by Vx is 4, and theta equals to tan inverse of 5. So this is, sorry, this is 5, no? Vx is 5 and we will be getting here 4. So this is the way to solve the problems based on the horizontal projectile motion. In the next chapter, in the next lesson, we'll see, so if I throw a particle making some angle upward direction, how it will be, we'll see. I hope this concept is very clear to you. Thank you so much.